Welcome back, everyone. I am Psycho Emerald, and today I have another Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch action figure to unbox and review. Actually, not unbox, because I'm going to skip that part, because this is a figure I've already opened. I've just put it back in the box, because I actually got it when I was on a trip with my family, and we stopped at a Walmart, and they had this figure. They also had the new Archive Wave with the tank driver, the shore trooper, and the death trooper. And I was really torn between buying this one and buying the death trooper because I really love the death troopers from Rogue One. I just think they're really awesome. It was super cool to see them in the Mandalorian recently, but this one was just calling to me more. I really love the presentation of this new Black Series packaging with like the picture on the side and the window on the front. I really like it. And this trooper just looks awesome, and I am a big Clone Wars fan, so I'm really excited for the Bad Batch because that's going to be a really awesome show. And I really enjoyed the Bad Batch arc in the Clone Wars Season 7 as well. So yeah, and this trooper just looked like an awesome clone trooper, kind of like a stealth operative clone trooper type looking thing. The Elite Squad trooper. So yeah, I'm real excited to get this open. So this is the Star Wars The Bad Batch Elite Squad Trooper from the Star Wars The Black Series line. Here's the awesome artwork on the side with the Elite Squad Trooper down there. It says Elite Squad Trooper again, Black Series logo, artwork again, and number 3 in the Star Wars The Bad Batch line. Disney, Hasbro. Let's read the write-up. The write-up says, after the formation of the Galactic Empire, a small group of highly skilled enlisted recruits is tasked with neutralizing anti-imperial insurgents throughout the galaxy as a means to prove the effectiveness of conscripted soldiers. So that's really cool. So these are basically like the first stormtroopers, but they're also kind of like an elite strike squad. So that's really awesome. Really awesome figure. I've had a chance to get it out of the box and play around with it a little bit. Main reason I put it back in the box is because we were traveling back from our trip, and I didn't want the figure itself to get damaged. Box is a little dinged up, but it's okay because the figure is safe inside of the package. So I'm going to get this figure back out of the package. Okay, so here is the Elite Squad Trooper out of the package, and I really like this figure. I'm pretty sure 100% reuse from the clone trooper mold that's been used for like the Kamino clone trooper and the Ahsoka 332nd clone trooper. But it works really well. Like, it's a great clone trooper mold. I don't have either of those mentioned figures, the Kamino clone trooper or the Ahsoka trooper, but I'm really liking this clone trooper body. It's very well proportioned and the articulation is amazing, but we'll get to that in a minute. But let's check out the detailing on this. It's just got the good clone trooper armor details all over it. You know, you see like on the legs, that armor, the knee pads and the elbow pads up here on the arms, and the communicator on the arm there as well. Trigger finger, hand on the arm, armor on the hand, and the shoulder armor doesn't hinder motion because it looks like lifts up like that, but we're not getting into articulation yet. Head looks amazing. Like, I'm pretty sure it actually has like a sculpt. I think I've seen a couple videos on that where they've managed to take the helmet off of these new clone troopers, and there's actually a head sculpt underneath that resembles Tamira Morrison, so that's kind of cool. I really love the green visor. It doesn't show up too well on the camera, but it's just a great touch. It makes them look a lot like the Death Troopers that I mentioned are probably my favorite Star Wars troopers. We got the silver here on the end of the helmet. That's really nice paint detail in there. Sculpt detail on the back here with all the armor and everything, so you can see that. So yeah, really great detail on really everything from the helmet all the way down. Amazing detail on the armor, just sculpted in, but on the helmet it's got good paint detail up there. So let's get into the articulation. Head can tilt slightly the other way. Look down. Nope, can't actually look down. Can look up though slightly. Swivel to the side and all around. And then arms, like mentioned, shoulder armor can actually lift up over to give you better range of motion to get those arms up. Can bend at the elbow and swivel at the elbow, but is also hindered by the armor right there. Hinge and swivel at the wrist, and then at the waist he's got a ball joint. Really great there. Allows for some great poses. Leg lifts up, well, lifts out that far, lifts up that far, goes back. That kind of just went out to the side. Bend, the double knee, gets up about that far, but with the armor, can't really complain about that. That's pretty good. can swivel at the thigh up there as well as the armor plate rocker, and pivot on the ankle. So that's all the articulation, I believe. If I missed something, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so let's check out the accessory that he comes with. Okay, so this is the accessory he comes with. Just a pretty standard DC-15? I don't know. I never know the names of the Clone Trooper blasters. But it's a nice short blaster rifle for the Clone Troopers. And now these Elite Squad Troopers who are not actually clones. But yeah, it's got good sculpted detail in there. No paint on it at all that I can see. But it's very, very nice, simple blaster for a trooper. So let's get it into his hand. So we got the blaster, so let's get it into his hand. So he's got the trigger finger on this hand. Trigger finger is well separated from the rest of the hand. And it makes it so that it is not very difficult at all to get that into his hand and then get the trigger finger like that, if you can see. Yeah, easily gets into a two-handed pose there. And an aiming pose, you can get that as well. Very nice. Very good for an aiming pose. Like I said, I've already played around with posing this figure a bit since I've had it out of the box. It's got amazing articulation. It's so realistic looking as well, very natural in that aiming pose. Unless you look at it like that, that doesn't look quite right. It looks okay though, but from the side, that just looks awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much the Elite Squad Trooper. So let's give you guys a closer look at this figure. Alright, so now my finishing touches on this review of the Star Wars The Black Series Elite Squad Trooper. I'm really liking this figure, even though it's just a reused mold. I haven't gotten either of those previous Clone Troopers that use this mold, so I'm really liking the articulation and everything on this figure. I really like the idea of these guys being the first enlisted recruits for the Imperial Army. That's a really awesome concept, and I think they did a good job with the design of these guys, even though they're just Clone Troopers. I just really like the green visor on there. Reminds me a lot of the Death Troopers. So yeah, I'm really liking this figure. Can't wait to see the new Bad Batch show. And yeah, I highly recommend this figure if you can find it. It's going for quite a bit above retail on Amazon. So I recommend trying to pre-order it somewhere like on dorksidetoys.com or checking your stores to see if you can find it for a good price to try to get it at retail. So yeah, I highly recommend this figure. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this review. If you have, please remember to leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. If you like Star Wars action figure reviews, you can consider subscribing because that's mostly what I do on my channel. I review other toys, I do Funko Pops and action figures from other franchises and other lines. So if you're just into toy reviews in general or Star Wars figure reviews, that's what I do on my channel. So please consider subscribing if you're into that kind of thing. So yeah, hope you guys have found this review helpful. Hope you found it enjoyable. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.